Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 257 of Sonic Boom TV. This is another What's in the Bins episode. This is part four of either four or five, which depends on where we go from this episode. We are sitting at 2:15 in the morning, starting to record this, so who knows? But as you can see behind me, I've added some red lights. I wanted to test them to see how they worked on screen. They don't seem to be doing that great. Bought them at Walmart. They were I think like $13 for this long strand of them. They're LED lights, so I figured they might work better than the traditional Christmas lights that I had last year around. And I just bought one strand of them just to see. There is a blue, and I think there's a white as well. I may try the blue ones um, if they still have them in a couple of weeks when I go back. It'll be after Christmas time. So I've just added it back because I want to have some kind of lights. But they come with little attachment things as well. But I would have to drill into the cases, and I'm not going to do that. So we'll just see. We'll figure a way. Maybe I'll tape them down and keep them, so they're not sticking off the side so much or whatever. But I just wanted to test them for this episode. Had to move my little sign over. Uh, you know, and that's it. Oh, and I also got a microphone I'm testing out. I bought a new one of those since my one that I had before. When they stopped putting the microphone jacks in your phones, the microphone that I had didn't work. So I bought a new one that goes through the USB-C or whatever it is. So we're seeing if that works. So anyway, let's just jump right into what we got. I got two records in the mail today. Um, uh, they're trickling in still. One of them looks great. The other one I'm gonna have a complaint to tell you about in a minute, but I won't. Well, I'll get to that second. Whatever. I don't know. Starting off, we got this one for VC Vinyl. And I would like to say hi to Mike and Emma if they're watching. They said they watch. So Mike and Emma from VC Vinyl, what's up? The other person is Oscar. Oscar and Caden too, because Caden likes to be mentioned. But this record I got here came from Oscar, and it was kind of funny because he had a show going on, and I fell asleep, and the phone was sitting next to me, but the show was still on, and I guess I could hear it. I don't like in my sleep or whatever, but I can remember him yelling, and uh, I woke up and I grabbed my phone, and I was half asleep, and I just immediately did, and I won, and I got this Smashing Pumpkins Pisces is Iscariot. I don't know how we say that. Iscariot or Iscariot. Pisces is the first word. But I got this for $22. And usually this one goes higher than that. From what I seem like it always went to like 28 to 30 or so, maybe a little bit more. But this one I got it for 22, so I was good with it. I don't know what this picture is. The extreme close up of something, and then we've got the back cover. We've got this looks like some kind of ride at an amusement park or something. This one has the cover of Landslide on it, which was the big hit. I'm not sure what everything else is on this. If it's all cover songs or if it's just B sides or something. I don't know. There was some. I don't think this is like a regular album. Let me read this. It says Smashing Pumpkins, Pisces, Iscariot. Original album remastered and reissued for the first time on 180-gram vinyl includes Starla, Landslide, and La Dolly Vita. I don't remember any of those other ones being on the radio, but you can still hear Landslide till this day on like alternative rock stations. And it is a gatefold. Nice shape. This back thing comes off just like the other Smashing Pumpkins we've seen. Uh, Recent represses. And then on the back again, we've got what looks to be a thumb. Well, that part looks like a thumb, maybe. I don't know. Track listings down here. Uh, we've got that other picture there, and some sort of fish in a pan. Pisces would be fish. So funny. I complained about this not fitting inside on the Gish and Siamese Dream, and it looks like it's smaller than the cover, so it will fit inside on this one, which is good. We've got printed inner sleeves with lyrics on it, uh, but the records are not in the printed inner sleeves. This one has not much on it. At the bottom, uh, there. I don't know if this ring light is doing better for the lighting in here. It looks like the glare is not on me anymore. Like it's canceling that out. That's what hopefully. So that may be better. I don't know if it's lighting up better than before, but I think it might be a much better improvement, and I may pick up another one. So, but they've gotten expensive. The one I wanted to get that had the stand and everything had it was like $40. So I got a $12 one that stands on a desk, and I've just got another thing, another tripod thing that I'd use that is just hanging on the top. So that's good. But anyway, black vinyl, polyline sleeves. Uh, both had a custom label, and that one's got this. So I think this one will be good. I don't remember this one too much. I don't I had it on CD. I listened to it a lot. I remember listening to it a lot, but I just don't remember a lot of the songs by heart. Now they'd probably come back to me once it starts, except for Landslide. Everybody knows that song. That's the cover of Fleetwood Mac, but you also hear their version on the radio still to this day. These covers are so hard to get the records back in. Let me try. They uh, they don't work very well. There. Next up is one that I'm aggravated by the seller on this. I'm not gonna say his name, uh, but he did a show that I got like after some shows when they end, they do what they call a raid, and they send you to somebody else's show, and then that person you'll be watching their thing, and sometimes they do giveaways and stuff like that. But whatever. But this guy had a bunch of 7-inch singles, and he had some records. He was starting everything I think at $1, and so I bought. He had a Soul Asylum album that was the one I can't remember the name of it. It's the one with the egg on the front cover, and he I got it for like $7, and I also bought a 7-inch. Well, the 7-inch I bought is this. I bought it because it's just ridiculous looking. It's called Iowa Beef Experience. That's the name of the band, Iowa Beef Experience. And the song is Octopus, and then the other song is uh, New South, I believe, or New. They got four words, but it's only really a two-word title. Okay, so the other song we have just Black Mountain. The other one is called New South, but it says New South Old Lies on that side. So anyway, the guy he took a couple days to ship it to begin with for this one, or at least it took a couple days for it to leave Detroit, where he's at, and it got hung up in the mail, and I just got it today. It was 2 weeks ago. Or yesterday now because we're on Saturday and it was Friday. Well, the Soul album has not shipped. It still says pre-shipment, and the label was printed. That's all he did. So he hadn't sent it, and so I had to put in a complaint with whatnot, saying, asking for a refund basically. And hopefully that'll trigger him and say, "Oh, I need to put this in the mail," because he sold a bunch of them. And but I don't know. I don't know why mine's not in the mail. So I guess I'll find out tomorrow or the next day whether I'm getting my record sent or if I'm getting a refund. And it was cheap. It was only like $7, like I said. but he charged me full shipping on both of them. Usually people will buy, like if you buy a 7 inch from somebody and then you buy a record, the first one is the regular shipping and then it's discounted after that. No, he charged me two different shippings, which I thought was kind of scummy, to do that. But I don't run his show, and I'm not gonna say his name, but a couple people know who he is that have told me they've had bad experiences. So that'll be the last time I buy from him. Next up, we've got some stuff. The next few come from VC Vinyl. Um, I don't necessarily know the pricing on all of them, but I'm going to tell you what I think I paid. If and we'll go from there. This one is one that when I was in college, I worked at a music store, and this was out on C. It was CD back then. I guess I don't know if they had a vinyl, record back then, but CD we sold so many of them. It was ridiculous. But no doubts, Tragic Kingdom. I love this album. I think this is a great album. Only problem with this album is that Gwen Stefani went from this kind of ska uh, punk figure to a pop icon kind of thing. That I mean, immediately, and they did a couple more albums after this. They were not that good. The ones before this were good. Uh, this one is it's that album that everybody that when you get that build up to this great album, and then people either love it or hate it, like Metallica's Black Album, Doctor Feelgood by Motley Crue, Hysteria by Def Leppard. This is theirs, and it blew up, and it's got some great songs on it. I love it. I'll read off that in a minute, but it's uh, lyrics and stuff on the liner notes. We've got black vinyl. Whoa, stuff flying everywhere. Black vinyl with the No Doubt label. I've listened to it once so far, and it was super dusty looking. It has some great songs on it. I'll read them off. A lot of hits. Spiderweb, Excuse Me, Mister, Just a Girl, Happy Now, Different People, Hey You, The Climb, 16 Sunday Morning was a hit. Don't Speak was their kind of ballad, massive hit. You Can Do It, World Go Round, End of This, and Tragic Kingdom. Um, I remember back in the day when you had answering machines, I had the spider webs as my outgoing message, and everybody hated it. All my family, like, were like my aunts and my mom and everybody that was older didn't know what it was, and they hear this, sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm tangled in your spider webs. Leave a message, and I'll call you back. And that was on my answering machine, and people hated it. It also wasn't good if somebody called in the middle of the night because the answer machine would play like really loud and it would wake me up. So he got me as well as them. So, all's good in love and telephones. Next up, a band that I believe is a new metal band. I got this one for either 50, the No Doubt I think I paid 24. This one I think I got paid 15 for. Not quite sure. But it's like a new metal band. I have CD by them. I think I had two CDs by them. It's one of those bands that I just never really got into for whatever reason. But they're all right. And this is the FYE exclusive, Non-Point X. Um, and it's FYE exclusive. The new album featuring Chaos and Earthquakes Fix This. Clear vinyl, limited to 1,000. That and also came from VC Vinyl. Uh, Printed lyrics and stuff. Photo of the band. You know what? I can tell already that there's so much less glare. I mean, there's a little bit, but there's not like it was the other day on the previous video. So this little ring light situation has helped quite a bit. Um, Next one I got for $5 on Lila's show, but Lila's not there anymore as far as I know, which is sad. They were like, "You got a crush on Lila?" It's like, yeah, a little bit, but everybody does. Oh, it was a pretty girl. Um, this one, yeah, this one was $5. I blame Dead Broke Records guy for making me buy this because he said it was awesome, and I didn't think it was that awesome. It comes in a plastic sleeve, and it's called Nothing. Band Tired of Tomorrow is the album. Now this is the back cover, which looks like the front cover, and then the front cover looks like the back cover should look. So it was kind of a trippy, not trippy, but some kind of indie rock, something or other. Let's see what it says. It says, Nothing, Tired of Tomorrow. I can't read it, guys. I can't read it. The light is not good enough for me to read that right now. So, and I don't know if I can get that angle for you. Take a screenshot if you want to read it. Something by Rolling Stone and Spin magazine, but it was okay. This is a paper sleeve. Not something I would be like listening to a ton. But I listened to all my peers, and it came like this too, without the record was not in the sleeve. And then inside the sleeve we got little liner note things. Uh, yeah, so this is not going to be in any kind of heavy rotation for sure. Uh, but I've listened to it once, and I may listen to it a couple more times, but wasn't my thing. Wasn't my thing. Next up, this one I paid 22, and I remember because of the price tag that's on it. Get it out of the plastic. This one uh, has a price tag from I don't know who, but some store. They had it for 32, and I've seen saw other ones with different prices. But this Pantera live at Dynamo Open Air 1993, Dynamo concerts. Um, this one it is this one is okay. Um, Pantera for me only has two good albums that I really want to listen to. I mean, I don't even know what the glam metal stuff that they did earlier that people seem to be latching on to nowadays, but there was no mention of that when they came out as this heavy, not thrash band, I don't think, but heavy band. They There was no mention of the big hair metal stuff and College from Hell and then Vulgar Display of Power. Those two albums, I think College from Hell is really good. Vulgar Display of Power is absolutely amazing. And then they did like Great Southern Trendkill and a couple other ones, and those were lesser. I wasn't super into those. I got them on CD. I don't have any of them on vinyl, except for the F and Hostile thing that I got at Walmart of all things, which has like I think 6 or 8 songs on. It's like a greatest hits, but I don't. It almost seems like it's unofficial. But we've got black vinyl, black labels on those paper sleeves. This one has Walk, A New Level, Suicide Note Part 2, Warner, Becoming, Sound Blasted, Skill, Hard Lines, Sunken Cheeks, Primal Concrete Sledge, I'm Broken, Fucking Hostile, This Love, Domination, Hollow, Mouth for War, and Cowboys from Hell. So it's got most of the songs I want to hear. I don't think it was the best recording. I listened to it once, and it's a live album. I mean, you're hit or miss with those. I mean, I think it's worth having because of the era it was in. It was '98, but it's nothing great. But yeah, I got it for 22, and it was 32 on this price tag. I think I saw some that had like 26 or something like that. So I guess it was originally 32, and they marked it down, and they got returned. And somehow VC Vinyl got it, and here we are in my living room. Oh, this is my living room where I'm at. It's this apartment is so weird. It's like an L-shaped room, and I'm in the L part, I guess you would call it. Next up is the one that I got for. I get this. I got this one from Wine and Vinyl. This was the one that was broken. I got this for $3. Uh, and when I got it, I remember saying, "Wow, that's the best I've ever seen that." And it's the cover really is not that great. It has a sticker on it. Somebody was trying to sell it for 15. She did not do that. She started at $1. But Peter Frampton, Frampton Comes Alive. This is the first one I've. Yeah, this is gross right here, whatever that is. Uh, but this is the first one I've seen where the cover is intact. It's got the inside. Whoops. Inside, it's got a little something on the corner right there. So I've got like 3 copies of this, and they're just trashed completely. This one's in pretty rough shape too. But when I saw the record, and it's dirty because it hasn't been cleaned, but it's not scratched at all except for one little thing right here, which didn't affect the play. There's like a little something or other right there. It's you can't even see it. I don't know. You can't see it, but the record looked really clean. I was like, I've never seen one that clean before. And so we get to the other one, same thing, and I was like, oh man, I hope I get it. And the guy that was interested in it, he's like, you can have it. And so I get it home and I put it on and I listen to the first. Well, I want to go to listen to the first side, and I got my little spray thing out to put some distilled water and solution stuff on it to clean it, and a little piece of the record popped out, and I was like, "Oh no, what the hell?" And she didn't see it. I didn't see it. She showed it on screen. Neither one of us saw it because you can't see it. And I'm going to show you something. Watch this. You see that? It goes all the there's a split that goes in here, but it was so clean and like now it's going to break because I played with it, but it was so clean that you couldn't see it. Now it's all the way to here. You couldn't see it, so I had to say, "Hey, that record is broke," and I told her I would send her pictures. She said, "Don't worry about it." She gave me that Ambrosia record. So if you saw the beginning of this little series of videos, that's where I got the Ambrosia from. So my loss. I'm still in the hunt for Peter Frampton. Frampton Comes Alive. Next up is 2 that I got from Spin Me Around store, Spin Me Around Records. Both of these were $12, I believe. $12. Both by the same band. Uh, both I've listened to one time. Pixies. Boom, 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 boom. Pixies, Pixies. I've My Pixies collection is getting pretty good. I have one of the old ones. The one, oh man, I can't think of the name of it. The one with the monkey on the front, and it got warped somehow. It was hanging on the wall up here for years. It was just hanging up there. I would play it every once in a while, and one day I took it down, and I mean, it was, and I was like, what happened? So I don't know. I don't know why it all of a sudden got warped. But anyway, we've got Doggerel, Dodderel, and Beneath the Ire, Eyrie. Year. Heavyweight vinyl includes download card. Features the singles Graveyard Hill and Catfish 8. Catfish 8? Weird. That This one, oh, there is a sticker on this one as well. Uh, Brand new studio album featuring the moon. There's a moon on and Vault of Heaven limited edition yellow vinyl. These are both gatefolds. Yes, gatefolds. I like the earlier Pixies, like everybody else. They're not as good as they used to be. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's not all the original members or whatever. Probably not. It's probably just Frank Black and whoever decided to be with him. But their early stuff was amazing. This stuff is not bad either, but it's not the old school. So this cover feels weird. I don't know what surface that is. It's not a matte feel. It feels like rubber almost. It's weird. Only on the fronts like that. What the is? I think that said it had a download card. And I don't see no download card. No download card in there. Oh, it's attached to the. Probably saw it already, so you download it on my thing. It's right there in the corner where my finger is right there. Y'all zoomed in on it or something. You might have been able to steal my numbers before I get them in there. Black vinyl. Ooh. Label. Label. Such. Whatever that is. Cool band though. I'm working on their stuff. I know I've got a live album from Record Store Day, but I probably have probably four regular albums and a live album. And only one of them is the classic album. So I'm pretty sure it's four. What is it called? It's Boston. No, it's not Boston Nova. It's the one Monkey Gone to Heaven and stuff on it. Oh man, I don't know what that's called. Doolittle? Is that it? Maybe. I don't know. Late guys. It's late, late, late. My vacation habits are staying up all night and sleeping all day. What a waste of time. Do all that. So we've got this one. This is Doggerel. Printed inner sleeve. Whoops. Printed inner sleeve with this. I thought it was a snail, but it's a shell. You know what? I think it goes like this. Here it goes. Got this bright yellow vinyl. It looks a little more bright on that screen than it does in my hand. It's more dull. That one definitely doesn't have a download. I don't think it mentioned that anyway. Uh, Next one coming up, I don't know where it came from. Maybe it came from the record store, but definitely the last album I need by this band. Yes, it came from Euclid Records. The Police, Ghost in the Machine. Um, Now, I didn't know for most of my musical life, I guess, that these not these digital like numbers or whatever they are, letters or it's actually like supposed to be like portraits of the band members, and you can see it's an eye, a nose, and a mouth, an eye, a nose, and a mouth, an eye, a nose, and a mouth, and then the outline kind of face. So I guess this is Sting had probably had spiky hair, and then Stuart Copeland and whatever his name was must have not, I guess. But if I don't ever see it unless I'm looking for it. It's like one. It's not like one of those things where they say, oh, once you see it, you can't unsee it. I unsee it every time, and I have to look at it and like, oh, there it is. Like I'm looking at it right now, and I can't even see it without just really stopping because when I do like that, and then I look at it, I can definitely see it. So I don't know, maybe when it looks backwards to me, it's easier to tell. I don't know. But still had the inner sleeve, uh, black vinyl with that again in green and in blue. That one, there's a 1 and a 2, so telling us what sides they are. So this was the last Police album, studio album that I needed. There's that greatest hits thing that I've kind of missed out on. I've had plenty of opportunities to get it. It was expensive when I first saw it. The first time I saw it was at Walmart, real expensive. This was $12.99. And then they've had on VC Vinyl. They've had two different versions, I think, because I think there's a 3 disc version and maybe a 2, and then there's some live stuff I wanted to get and never did. But this has Spirits in a Material World on it, Invisible Sun. I think that's the 2 hit. Oh no, every little thing she does is magic. So we had 1, 2, yeah. The first 3 songs were hits. The rest was pretty good stuff, but not hits, not Maria. Next up, these 3 all came from VC Vinyl, I believe. Don't know the prices on the first 2, but the last one I do. So we'll get right. I think I probably paid close to 30 on all of these, maybe even a little bit more. But they're one of the bands that I want to complete, getting close to completing, and I'm not upset about paying for them at all. I think this one was 30, and then much later people getting it for less later. But this is one the sleeper one, I think, and turned out to be pretty good. Antipop by Primus. The cover's a little dinged, not bad, but a little bit. Got 2 LPs, uh, paper sleeve with polyline. Got you know labels all the same. This one, the big songs were Lacquerhead. Um, lyrics and stuff. Lacquerhead, uh, the Antipop. There was one more that pretty popular. Maybe that's it on this one. Just those. Maybe those 2 are the ones that they may have had videos for those. These songs were not on the radio. Never. They would never be on the radio. But those were the bigger songs from that album. Uh, Primus was one of my favorites of the '90s. I found them pretty early on when Sales and See the Cheese came out, and I was a huge, huge fan for a long time. I got a hat somewhere. This is the next one. This one has a different cover than my CD. And if I see the CD right next to me, I will grab it. It's down below. But Primus is Tales from the Punch Bowl. I don't even think they have. No, there's nothing inside. I don't think that has the original cover or the cover that I had. Maybe there's multiple covers. I don't know. I like this one too, but it's not what I think of when I think of it. This one has Wynonna's Big Brown Beaver. I know you guys have heard that one. And then the Deanza Jig is always a funny song for me. They this one's got a lot of humor in it as well as they used to do. That kind of stuff. Uh, I remember this photo. I think I don't know if there's a color version of this, but I feel like there is a color version of this photo that was out there. I don't think this one's in the CD. That we have black vinyl again. We've got paper sleeves again. No polyline. Uh, we've got the little toys head in different colors on these. I'm not even gonna bother to flip it. There you go. Wynonna has a big brown beaver. Had a video. Hilarious. To be thinking that we could sing that song and that would actually be on the radio, but it used to come on the radio quite often. back in the day, and you hear it every once in a while still, uh, but not very often. The next one uh, is one that I paid maybe too much for, but I don't think they had very many of them. Well, maybe not. This one was 30, and that is the Brown album. This one is a gatefold. Uh, it says first official vinyl pressing since 1997, 2 LP, 180-gram audiophile vinyl, newly remastered from original analog tape, download card sticker for full fidelity waves. Download offering expired December 31st, 2020. That's nice. I already have this, so it didn't have on CD. This one, when it came out, I bought the shirt and it said "Back in Brown" on the back in gold, like glittery letters. And it said Prime. I think it just said Primus on the front with the little crown. Uh, and I remember going to a concert, which I never go to a concert when there's a Saints game. But I remember going to a concert and it was on a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday, or maybe it might have been a Saturday. But the Saints were playing Cleveland Browns. Had Back in Brown on the back. There was these guys that just kept ragging on me because I was wearing a Browns T-shirt, and I was like, I'm not wearing a Browns T-shirt. I'm wearing a Primus T-shirt. uh, so yeah, they didn't like it too much. But you know, a bigger Saints fan than they probably were, and I still am. So we've got the Primus download card on Brown vinyl on Brown Primus Brown album on vinyl, and there's a code that I'm gonna try it and see if it works, but I don't think it's gonna work. We've got just the plain label, paper sleeve, no polyline, black vinyl, brown labels, all of that good stuff. And then do that. And close this bin out. And then to the last bin after this is one that I got from a guy. I don't remember who I bought it from. I don't think I paid too much for it. Maybe 12, 10, something like that for it. Um, Power Man 5000 copies, clones, and replacements, or replicants, I should say. It's on limited edition yellow vinyl. Uh, it's a simulation only for that color. But this is all cover songs that they did. I had no idea this was out when I saw this, and it's got a paper sleeve, but it's different kind of paper. It's fancy. We got this kind of see that yellow looks pretty intense right there, but it's much more muted on my Allen. But very cool. But it's got 20th Century Boy, Electric Avenue, Whip It, Jump, Space Oddity. One thing leads to another. Uh, Candy O, Devil Inside, Pop Music, Should I Stay or Should I Go? We're Not Gonna Take It, and Under the Milky Way. Some of the songs I thought were good uh, covers. Others I was like, why'd they do that? I feel like uh, Devil Inside was one of the ones I liked, and Under the Milky Way. But I don't know. It's Power Man 5000 trying to do uh, like alternative rock uh, covers, and that doesn't always work because they're alternative rock, but they're different. They're kind of industrialized stuff, but it's good. I mean, well worth $12, and I really like this band anyway. So I was surprised to see that. Next one I got for from DC Vinyl is one that I wasn't. They had a bunch of their albums, and I was not going to buy any of them because I'm just mad at this guy for what he did to my boy. But the guy from the singer for this band, he stole the wife of Tim Armstrong from Rancid, Brody Dale or whatever her name is, and it's the Queen of the Stone Age. But this one had the corners were bent, and they think they were selling these for 20, and they gave it to me for like 5 or 10. I don't remember, and nobody else did me up. So Queens of the Stone Age, uh, in times new in times New Roman. And I didn't bid on any of their others. Oh, there's something in here. Uh, but I guess it's time to forgive. You know, Tim Armstrong's probably moved on by now. I don't know any of their songs, to be honest with you. But it says limited edition green vinyl. And it also has a sticker right there that says damaged. But it's not really damaged. It's just the cover is banged up. The records themselves look okay. We got, see, we got two LPs. We've got this dark green vinyl. There's candle on that, candle unlit on that one. A little trail of smoke, if you can see it coming off of there. Other disc, much the same as the color goes. The paper sleeve is black with a snake on that side, snake head on that side. So if I like this, maybe I'll consider getting some of their other stuff. I think I have a single on CD. I think that was it. I was not into them, but we've got lyric sheets and stuff because of that whole situation. I got into the drama, guys. I got into the drama. Why? I don't know. I mean, I don't know these people. I don't know Tim Armstrong. I don't know if he's a good guy or not. I don't really like his music. But he might be a bad guy too. I don't know. But his band is definitely better than Queen. But I probably do know some of their songs because I know they play them on the radio. I just don't know that it's them. Uh, and I like to keep it that way. Or I did like it. But I will listen to this, and I will decide whether or not I like this band based off of this album only, and then we'll see if I buy something else in the near future. We'll see. Next, get this back in here. Jeez, I'm already on 42 minutes, and I haven't gotten anywhere near where I needed to get. So guess what, guys? This is going to go to a fifth episode. But we got to pick up the pace. Next up, Queensryche The Warning. I got this from uh, Wine and Vinyl for $19. I was not expecting to get this for $19. It's in pretty good shape. Cover's got a little wear to it, for sure. It does not have the original inner sleeve, but it has this one right here that they rounded bottom that I hate. But this record is pretty. I mean, it's got a few little surface scratches, but you can't hear them, and otherwise it's perfect. And I played it a couple times and building up my Queensryche collection. We'll find out in a second. Uh, I still haven't gotten Operation Mindcrime. Had opportunities to buy it, and I just didn't want to pay the price. And the very first EP had have had them both in my hand, and whatever the price was and the condition of the record, I just couldn't do it. But I'm glad I have that one. And then the next one I got from BC Vinyl, this one was $27. Uh, and this is their big breakthrough one, uh, Empire. Um, love this album. This is a little bit of a departure as well, like everybody does when they get that big producer or whatever it is that makes them famous. Their sound changes with that fame, and so they they sound a little bit different. Still awesome. After this, they changed in a different way. I didn't like that much. I didn't follow them, forever. I mean, I bought a lot of their CDs, but I didn't go all in on them. and then I try to kind of keep up with. And Chris DeGarmo left the band, I believe, at some point. We get these printed in our sleeves with the lyrics, a couple of photos. Wasted space here with just the logos. They should have at least put some photos there. At least do something like that. But they didn't. This one has Best I Can, The Thin Line, Jet City Woman, Della Brown, Another Rainy Night Without You, Empire, Silent Lucidity, Anybody Listening, and there's a couple other tracks. But I think all 7 of those songs, or 6 or 7 I mentioned, I think those were all singles. So great album. Um, I'm I, $27 was that's worth it for this one for 2 LP. I think it was a lot more if you bought it in the store. I think it was like closer to 50. And the last Queensryche, uh, I got this one for $12, so that kind of balanced everything out right there with this one. This one is called Digital Noise Alliance. I believe this is their latest one. With the new singer, it says Digital Noise Alliance Gatefold Lilac 2 LP, 180 gram, limited to 2,000. We got this one from Stimmy Round for $12. Round Records. Uh, Traditional logo. They customize it all the time, but it's basically whatever this symbol is. It's kind of like a bat on a staff sort of thing. I'm not exactly sure, but they've been using it for years, and that's their symbol. So it's the Queensryche symbol. So we've got new band member. I think this is the newer singer. He's been there a while. I'm not sure who all the band members are anymore. I don't know who's still with them, but maybe it says it here. Todd Latour is the singer, the new singer. Michael Wilton, he's been there. Mike Stone, don't know. Eddie Jackson's been there a long time. And Casey Grillo on drums, I don't know either. So Mike Stone and Grillo may be newer members, and then Todd Latour is the newer singer. He's been there a while too. Um, this is not bad. I mean, I don't mind him, but he's not Jeff Tate. Jeff Tate was kind of what made them Queensryche, I think. Uh, Purple vinyl with the logo, uh, polyline sleeves. The other is much the same as the thing. We'll skip that. Um, so I've got 3 here, Queensryche, and I think that's all I have them on vinyl. But I would definitely like to get the first 5, 6 albums, uh, and then those ones in the middle. I don't necessarily like the ones Year Into Now, whatever it is, with the years on it. I didn't like that one at all. I had a friend in college who loved that album, but I thought it was terrible. But he didn't like early Queensryche either, so maybe it was great for him. But I think I have 3. I think these are the only 3 I have. Next up is a band that I've seen a bunch of, and I think I have. This isn't the first one. It's like my second or third one. They're kind of a 70s. Uh, I don't know. It's a $30 price tag. I got this for $1. Uh, got this from Wine and Vinyl. They're trippy kind of stuff. Psychedelic, I guess is probably the proper term. Got this one. Could have got she had other ones that day, and I just didn't buy them. I probably could have got them for a couple dollars. Black vinyl, clean vinyl. Usually when I find this band, the records are scratched up. So, and I haven't listened to this one. I know I have another one to buy them. Um, you know, I don't know what if there was any hits or anything. I couldn't tell you what they would be. Track listing is down there. I find that I don't show the tracks on everything. I should, but Anyway, this next one I got from Euclid Records. It was one of the 3 for 5s. Bought this one because I just love this cover. Quit your day job. Sweden got a problem. I don't know what this is, guys. I don't know. It's so trippy. This cover is like all psychedelic and stuff. And then we've got these guys. There's like a cutout of a gun, and these guys are wearing these plastic suits, and they're wearing socks and underwear. And I don't know, guys. I have no idea. It's got 18 songs on it. I have no idea. I haven't listened to it at all. But I just thought that cover needs to live at my house. And then we've got this, more silliness. We've got more silliness. Uh, oh, this tells you the people's names, but maybe he's been taken away. Whatever. This could be anything, guys. It could be rock. It could be electronic. It could be anything. I don't have any clue. It doesn't say made in Karlsruhe. What the heck does that say? I'll read it. Karlsruhe. I don't know. Black vinyl, paper sleeve, black label. But that cover really was like, okay, I gotta have that in a 3 for 5. So I got it, and it was awesome. Uh, Next up, the time we 51. We're gonna do a couple more in this episode. I did not get nearly as far as I wanted to. Next one up is one that I paid either 15 or 24. Don't remember. Uh, One that a band that I used to really love and now don't like them anymore that much. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Freaky Styley. This is one of their earlier ones. Don't know if it's the first one. I know I have a couple of the early ones on CD, and then the ones that got popular. I've got most of them, I guess, on CD. This one had Freaky Styley, Catholic Schoolgirls Rule, Yertle the Turtle. I think that was it. It was kind of this is produced by George Clinton, so you know it's funky. But This is not my favorite of the early ones. Before Blood Sugar Sex Magic, I love that album. But that was another one that like they were this one kind of band. They kind of changed up a little bit, and then they went to a totally different direction after that. They had Mother's Milk as well, um, but I couldn't get it for. But I kept getting outbid, and then I didn't have a lot of money or something that day. And then I never saw it again, so I couldn't get it. But I got this one. I believe it was either 15 or 20 um, on that. Next up, we've got a couple more by same band. Three. We'll do these last three, and then we'll call this video. Man, I really wish I could have got through more of this. Next one, we're gonna have to go faster because I don't want to keep doing these long videos like this. But we've got three by the same band. Uh, One of my favorites from the 80s and 90s. REM, Fables of the Reconstruction. Uh, this one, uh, this one was torn on the back, so I feel like I got a deal on it. Maybe 15, 10, maybe 10 or 15. I don't remember, but I know I got it. It wasn't the regular price, so whatever the regular price was, it was like $5 off. So if it was 15, I got it for 10. If it was 20, I got it for 15, and nobody bid on it besides me. So nobody knew what this was that day. They knew later, but they didn't know that day. Black record, IRS label. Uh, this one had can't get there from here. Driver 8, I think, is the big hit from this one. Hard to read this. all these. Every song is a different font, and some of the fonts are kind of hard to read. But I think Driver 8 was the biggest one, and how to get there from here is the or can't get there from here. Sorry, excuse me. Are the hits on this one? Not one of their more super popular albums for sure, but still a good one. Uh, so Fables of the Reconstruction. Next up, we've got another one people didn't know what it was at first, but this is actually a really good one. Oh, excuse me, I gotta check something. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I said the right thing. Reckoning. Um, this one, it's got the hard to find names of the songs on it. I don't think it's got the album title on here. That's what I was making sure I said the right album. Um, it says it on the back either. On the back, nothing on there, nothing on there. But it says it on the labels, but it doesn't say it anywhere. Oh, it does say it in very tiny letters on the spine. You will not be able to read that, but I'm gonna give you a chance on this corner over here. This one is on black again with the iris label in burgundy. This one has Seven Chinese Brothers, South Central Rain, another hit on it. Letter Never Sent, Don't Go Back to Rockville. That's a great song. And then there's a couple other tracks on there. This is one of their early big ones. Early big ones. The next album is a great one. I think one of their great albums. When they were into their popularity, where everybody was into them, and this album is one that I really wanted. I put it off a couple times. I think I paid 20 for this one as well. I put it off a couple times because there's a version of this that has uh, like a second disc of the album, and it's like a different. I don't know if they're acoustic or if they're live versions. I'm not sure. But REM's Monster, and it's got I think it's got a blue cover as well, like same thing, but instead of the orange, it's got this color blue. I think, and maybe that's an orange, and maybe something else. The Monster part is on here is kind of red orange. But 180 gram vinyl, 25th anniversary remastered album from the original analog master, featuring What's the Frequency, Kenneth, Bang and Blame, Crush with Eyeliner, and I Don't Sleep, I Dream, Star 69, Tongue. Uh, those are all as well hits. This has got a plastic sleeve with it on black vinyl with a blue label. Got this inner sheet with some photos. I love this band. I really, I know people talk crap about them sometimes, uh, but I thought they were really, really good. Uh, so that get it in there. That will wrap up this episode. Like I said, unfortunately, didn't get as far as I needed to get. But you know, whatever. We've got probably want to switch this down here. We've got this many to go, assuming nothing else comes in the door, which there may be some coming in tomorrow. A couple, probably not tomorrow, but I do have a couple things out there. But I don't know. Maybe this is like 50. So I only did about half of this bin today, so that sucks. Because there's some good stuff in here too. I want to listen to. But anyway, that's it. I will talk to you guys later. At least one more episode of this stuff. I'm going to do a Christmas episode tomorrow to break up this. I was hoping to be able to be done with this and then break it up, but we'll do a Christmas episode and then I'll show you my Christmas albums. I gotta check my CDs and stuff because I know I have Christmas CDs, but I'm not sure where they are. And that'll be it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.